So maybe the problem is not that you have toxic people in your life, that you have bad moments or bad situations in your life. Maybe the real problem is that you have not learned the tools necessary to empower yourself to not let those moments, those people dominate you. That's the problem. Everybody gets excited about removing toxic people from their life. We used to be like that also. We used to be exactly the same until we realized that sometimes, toxic people, well, they suck, but they might be everywhere, right? So is it a matter of shunning everybody who's toxic? Or maybe they're toxic for a reason, and that reason isn't fair or just, but they're human like you. Yeah. And that if we showed some compassion to them and to ourselves, that maybe the situation would mollify better so we don't get all excited about removing toxic people from our lives, but monitoring or empowering ourselves to deal with them better.
Absolutely. I mean, yes. I just want to say simply yes.
Video over.
But, we talk about this a lot with our kids because they get into confrontation at school with teachers, friends, etc., and they want to change classes or they want to move their desk. And moving the desk was a big one.
Yes.
And the thing that we taught them was that you can't go around in your life removing people, just picking them off and removing them.
Right.
You have to learn, and you also can't control those people.
Right.
So if influence and feedback is going to come in at you, you have to learn to control what's going out more than anything else.
That's
and
right.
It's
That's
massive,
a great way of saying
massive.
It. We know it's sexy to say haters and toxic people suck, remove them, but we get it. We understand that. But for us, really, it's about some compassion, about some understanding, and it's about, and this is the real key, so let me end it here, okay? The real key is this. If I run around my life saying that person sucks, I'm going to wall them off. That situation sucks, I'm going to ignore it. That bad moment happened, that bad thought happened, I have to rid myself of it. I'm wasting my entire life protecting myself from bad things. Imagine if we taught ourselves through a learned process how to regulate our own reactions to bad situations, sucky people, bad circumstances. That is where true power lies. Absolutely. Not just walling yourself off from everything and everyone who you think sucks. What if is the reason they sucked? Because you sucked first. But think about that. People love to point at toxic people without realizing that a lot of the time, there's a two-way street.
Absolutely. Everything in life is co-created.
Yes.
Every energetic exchange, every conversation, you are offering something to whatever you've been given, right? So you have control, you have power. And I just want to add before we wrap up that by running around in your world and limiting yourself and removing people and ignoring situations, what are you holding yourself back from?
Yeah.
Because what opportunities do you have that might not be presenting themselves if you're constantly running, right?
Well, great point. So consider that. Let us know what you think below. Thanks.